Confirmed hazardous material.
Size is for each pile.
High-pressure jets blast away and blasting removes stubborn scale from heavier sections.
Sorted and clean scrap moves to organized outdoor stocking
decisions for rain-sensitive material. Tarpaulins deploy automatically.
Rotary drums tumble lighter scrap fractions in heated.
Large soaking pits fill with chemical baths designed to
All green on the scanner, proceeding to drop zone. Green copy. Hold your spacing. Unload complete on pad 3. Send the next truck in.
Rotating magnetic drums pull ferrous steel upward, cleanly dropping non-magnetics below. Multiple stages.
These readings are flagging excess tramp elements. We have an anomaly.
Trigger the deeper investigation protocol. I've already integrated the data.
The readings are spiking rapidly on this container.
Confirmed hazardous material. We need an immediate shutdown of all operations.
Size and density evaluations determine processing routes for each pile. Oversized material heads to powerful shears for
High-pressure jets blast away embedded dirt, grease, and loose oxides. Contaminated runoff channels to treatment systems for recycling. Mechanical brushes and shot blasting remove stubborn scale from heavier sections. Abrasive media recycles through closed-loop systems.
Sorted and clean scrap moves to organized outdoor stockpiles via conveyor and crane. Piles arranged by grade and size for easy furnace schedule.
The readings on this palladium batch match the manifest exactly.
Confirmed. The physical condition is excellent. Let's move to Bay 4.
Initial storage. Night lighting illuminates perimeter stockpiles for 24-hour security monitoring. Motion sensors.
Weather stations guide covering decisions for rain-sensitive material. Tarpaulins deploy automatically on threat detection. Moisture control preserves pre-cleaning efforts.
Final compaction checks are complete. Density verified.
And phase 1 documentation?
Finalized. All material awaits core processing.
Specialized rotary drums tumble lighter scrap fractions in heated alkaline solutions for deeper penetration into crevices.
For heavily contaminated loads, ultrasonic vibration tanks supplement traditional washing methods. Large soaking pits fill with chemical baths designed to dissolve specific oxides or scale layers on scrap steel. Greasing tanks hold oily turnings and machining scraps in hot solvent emulsions overnight. Buoyancy separates floating oils for skimming and recovery as fuel.
Acid pickling baths treat selected alloy scraps to remove tenacious mill scale formed during original manufacturing.
Preheating furnaces raise scrap steel temperatures gradually in controlled atmospheres to drive off moisture and volatile.
Dizzos. Rotary kilns tumble dense scrap through indirect gas-fired zones for consistent heat penetration.
Basket-style preheaters lower bundled heavy scrap into vertical shafts with rising hot gases. Counterflow maximizes heat transfer.
Oxy-fuel torches guided by CNC tracks cut thick sections too heavy for mechanical shears. Multiple torches operate simultaneously for efficient throughput. Mobile shears on excavators trim protruding attachments from demolished structures. Operators skillfully remove concrete remnants or non-ferrous fittings. Robotic arms equipped with abrasive saws trim bundled scrap to uniform dimensions. Vision systems guide accurate positioning and cutting paths. Selected batches undergo decoding baths to strip persistent paints and galvanizing. Chemical strippers react selectively under controlled conditions.
Phosphating solutions apply thin protective layers to prevent flash rusting post-cleaning. Immersion tanks maintain precise chemistry and temperature. Oil emulsion sprays coat turnings to suppress dust during handling and charging. Biodegradable formulations minimize environmental impact.
Briquetting presses compress turnings and fines with binders into solid pucks. High pressure forms durable, uniform
The shredder's thunderous roar echoes through the plant as metal disintegrates in seconds. Output streams onto eddy current separators eject non-ferrous metals from the shredded stream using magnetic fields. Aluminum, copper, and zinc divert to dedicated recovery.
Cleansing. Final density separators sink heavy steel while floating residual fluff. Water-based media or air cyclones refine.
These EAFs represent the heart of recycled steel production, using high-voltage electric arcs to melt scrap without reliance on virgin iron ore.
The initial charge is complete, ready for the next sequence.
Copy that.
Proceeding with roof closure.
Continuous monitoring probes measure bath temperature and carbon content via sublimation sensors. Real-time data guides power and oxygen adjustments.
Post-melt superheating raises its bath temperature above liquidus for fluidity and inclusion float out. Deoxidation practices introduce aluminum or silicon to bind residual oxygen, resulting in currents. Electromagnetic stirring coils around the shell induce gentle bath circulation without gas. This non-contact method After metal transfer, the furnace tilts further to pour off foamy slag into a separate pot. The slag solidifies rapidly.
The filled ladle moves via overhead crane to the ladle metallurgy station. Argon bubbling commences immediately.
Spectrometer analysis of rapid ladle samples provides complete chemical breakdown within minutes. Results display
Temperature measurement via disposable thermocouples confirms superheat retention. Multiple readings average for accuracy across bath volume. Cooling rate predictions inform casting scheduling.
Hydrogen and nitrogen content assessed via specialized probes to prevent defects. Oxygen activity measured.
The Bassett ratio confirms the phosphorus removal.
The FeO levels show we need to adjust the oxidation state.
I'm adding the supplementary fluxes now.
At the ladle furnace station, electrodes lower for arc reheating. Precise power input maintains temperature. Bottom argon stirring intensity varies by process stage for optimal mixing. Gentle bubbling homogenizes without excessive turbulence.
Calcium treatment modifies aluminum inclusions into liquid calcium aluminates. This prevents nozzle clogging during continuous casting.
Final chemistry trim via cord wire additions of ferroalloys. Precise feeding rates achieve tight compositional windows.
Molten steel pours from tundish nozzles into water-cooled copper molds, oscillating vertically to prevent sticking.
Secondary cooling sprays chilled water directly onto the solidifying strand below the mold. Zone-controlled nozzles adjust intensity to achieve optimal cooling gradient.
The now fully solidified strand exits the caster as red-hot steel at around 900 degrees Celsius. For billet and bloom casters, multiple strands converge towards shared downstream equipment. Section sizes range.
Dynamic soft reduction rolls apply controlled pressure in the final solidification zone. This compensates for shrinkage and reduces center segregation.
For high-value orders, pendulum shears perform mechanical cutting on smaller sections. Hydraulic force delivers rapid.
Hot slabs, blooms, or billets transfer via roller tables to cooling beds or direct hot charging. Temperature monitoring decides routing for energy efficiency. Slow cooling pits receive certain grades requiring normalized microstructures. Controlled temperature decline prevents internal stresses.
High-pressure abrasive systems smooth oscillation marks and scale. Automated scanners guide tool paths for selective removal.
Shot blasting chambers propel steel grit at high velocity onto billets and blooms. Impact removes tenacious.
Hot billets often charge directly into reheat furnaces for rolling mills. Walking beam furnaces raise temperatures.
Cold charging requires longer furnace residence but allows inspection flexibility. Both strategies integrate base.
Pickling lines immerse cold coils or bars in hydrochloric acid baths. Scale dissolves rapidly in heated, agitated solution.
Neutral electrolytic cleaning supplements pickling for sensitive grades. Electric current enhances oxide removal without metal loss.
Oil application stations coat finished products with protective rust preventatives. Thin, uniform film.
Coil winding stations form hot-rolled strips into tight coils on mandrels. Tension control maintains circularity.
Slabs stack vertically or horizontal with wooden dunnage separators. Lifting lugs or chains enable
laser etching or inkjet printers apply permanent markings directly on steel. Information includes grade, heat number, dimensions, and standards compliance. RFID tags embed in selected high-value shipments for automated tracking. Real-time inventory updates occur at plant gates.
For smaller sections or finished bars, wooden crates or metal frames enclose bundles. Custom cradles prevent shifting during ocean transport.
Palletized bundles receive stretch wrapping and corner boards.
Final inspection verifies packaging integrity and labeling accuracy. Any discrepancies trigger immediately.
Loaded trucks or rail cars receive seals and manifest documentation. Weight tickets reconcile with production records.
An overhead view shows the dispatch yard filled with neatly packaged steel ready for global delivery.
Rigorous laboratory testing ensures every ton of recycled steel meets promised quality.
Okay, bundle 4B scanned. Check your count on the west stack.
Confirmed. 35 units, all coded.
The logistics control room coordinates outgoing shipments with production and customer schedules. Transport management software. Rail siding operations load gondola cars with heavy slabs for bulk long-distance transport. Containerized shipments receive specialized cradles for ocean freight. 20 and 40-foot containers fill efficiently with mixed.
Pay close attention to the weather advisory on I-80 and follow all emergency protocols.
Good to see you, Mark. Everything checked out fine?
For service center distribution, coils load onto specialized trailers for just-in-time delivery. Slitting and interval. Bulk breakers and stockholders receive large lots for local resale. Inventory turns quickly into construction and fabrication projects.
End-user factories receive direct shipments tailored to production runs. Automotive, appliance, and infrastructure sectors consume major volumes.
Ensuring safety is always our top priority here.
We are truly committed to protecting the planet.
I'm so proud of this diverse team we have.
The cycle renews without pause. Steel lives, multiple lives. Hope in industrial form.